Hello, we're here at the Four Seasons bookstore in Shepherdstown, West Virginia, and we're talking about the different ways different cultures tell stories. In the Western European culture, stories are told with a beginning, a middle, and an end. But that's not the way every culture tells a story.
This is true, Louisa. Specifically when it comes to Black American culture, we have a strong oral tradition. But in order to understand why that's important, I want to zoom out a little bit and get some understanding that the folks that were enslaved and put on those ships and brought here, they came over here with the ability to read and to write. They were highly industrious and skillful and had to experience being forbidden from telling their stories, also being forbidden from writing and reading, not only in their home languages, but also in the language of this land. So one of the things that we do in African American culture, which is heavy with oral tradition,
Right.
is we tell stories that can start right in the middle, right at the piece of action, and then we'll go back and fill you in later. So it's more of a circular storytelling type of pattern. It includes song and dance, beats, repetition, movement, and audience participation. And wow, that's one of the ways that we tell stories.
You know, and I love that because what we're asking you to do is to find a greatest story that you want to tell.
Yes.
Do the research on it. We have a number of ways to help you with that research. But what we want you to do is to find your story and then decide to tell it in your way.
Your way.
Maybe you want to write it down. That's great. Love books. Maybe you want to sing it. Maybe you want to dance it. Maybe you want to tell it with a call and response. Maybe you want to write a poem.
Oh,
There are so many ways.
so many ways.
And we want you to tell it your way. One of the things you were talking about that I thought was so great, you were telling the story about a lion.
Oh gosh.
I love this.
Well, that actually, I stole that. That's from He Lion, Bruh Bear, and Bruh Rabbit. Look it up if you get a chance. But even with this story, you'll find that the way that the story is told kind of starts right in the middle. That old He Lion came walking down that street, roaring. Notice that I didn't say, once upon a time. It didn't start with once upon a time. You come in right at the action. So that, again, is just the multiple ways of knowing, doing, and telling that you'll see within the Black community.
And you might have to go back a little bit after you tell the middle of the story and say, you know, Aunt Margaret never did like that lion.
Yes.
There might be 100 different ways, but that's the beauty of oral tradition, that you get to make it and say it any way you want to. And starting in the middle, that's exciting.
It is.
So thank you so much. We are so glad you're here with us.